going on, guys? Just hanging out at Hollywood Studios today. This is my home park. This is where I work. Starting this vlog a little bit late because I decided to wake up late and it is freezing cold. It's about 50 degrees outside. So I decided to go buy a jacket. Got some new shoes. Here's Chip and Dale. This is where Chip and Dale always meet at, in Hollywood Studios, right by the new, let's go ahead and zoom in, Galaxy's Edge. So that's where it's going to be at. Just drop my phone. Got a bunch of people looking at me. But I'm going to go ride the Muppets for a little bit. One of my favorite shows here besides the Indiana Jones show, which I will go see later. Alright, so for all you guys who want to look for hidden Mickeys and everything like that, you go outside the Muppet Show, right behind Mama Melrose, and Kermit in a tuxedo. You'll find one. You go right here, so there's a line, you go right down there, right there, that's the hidden Mickey. So I know a lot of people love looking for hidden Mickeys and stuff like that. So luckily when you get a tour, when you're a cast member here, they do show you a lot of these cool things. So I have about, what time we got? Watch it. So I got about 10 minutes until my next Fast Pass, but no little hidden trick. You can use your Fast Passes 5 minutes early. So whatever time it says, if you go in 5 minutes early, they will let you in. So that one is at Star Tours, so we're going to take a little trip over to that way. It feels like I'm in Ohio with all the snow here. No, it's actually really cold. I know in Ohio, my parents would tell me that it's about 0 degrees outside, which I've been complaining about the cold this entire time since I've moved down here, and I can't even imagine being back home. There's bubbles all over the place. Gotta love it. Absolutely love when kids just blow bubbles. So let's take a little trip. I'm going to show you guys how to get to Star Tours, which is also right next to the Jedi training area for if you have any young kids who want to become a Jedi. So here's another cool tip. Up there in those windows, right up there, those windows are actually open. They have sounds coming through them as if someone is up there talking. It's a really little neat thing that if you just don't stop by here, if you don't take a second to look at things, you'll probably miss it. Got my friend Goofy over there. Who doesn't love Goofy? I know my roommate Duracell is a huge Goofy fan, and I'm sure when he gets here later, he's going to want to come and meet him. So you can see, the Muppet section is actually really close to Star Wars, where we're at now. So this entire section over here, for now at least, is Muppets. I'm sure once Galaxy's Edge opens up, they'll end up changing it. There's actually a pizza place over by the Muppets. It's called Pizza Rizzo's, formerly known as Planet Pizza from Toy Story. They actually have closed that down completely so far. I don't know when they're going to open it back up. If they do open it up, my guess is they're going to completely revamp it, change the name, change everything about it. Probably do something with Star Wars. That's my guess. Hollywood Studios has really gone full go on the Star Wars stuff, which for me, I don't really like Star Wars that much, but I know a lot of people do. So, you know, it's good for those fans. I'm a very classic Disney person. That's why I like Magic Kingdom, which is my favorite park. But, you know, this is something for everybody. It's sort of a little bit more to compete with Universal, in my opinion. But, you know, who knows? All right, let's get going to Star Tours. So we're right outside of it. Right next to Star Tours is actually Backlot Express, which is more of like a, you know, whatever you really want to eat. It's a bunch of American food. So if you really like chicken fingers and stuff like that, I'd go to Backlot Express, also where the old Backlot ride used to be. So let's go on in here.
I think we should do it.
There's actually a Jedi show going on right now. Oh, go ahead.
It's okay. Maybe you're like a minute early.
Yeah, I figured. That's how it always is. Alright, you see something like that, where I was actually about 10 minutes early. Thank you. I was about 10 minutes early there, and they still let me go in. Dude, I know lighting's getting pretty dark, so you probably won't be able to see me too well. So I'm just going to show you the inside of what the Star Tours queue line looks like. That's CP-30 over there, R2-D2. And that's actually the ship we'll be traveling in. So I'll actually get back to you guys after. Alright, what's going on, guys? This road Star Tours was a lot of fun. I had to get some hot chocolate. It was cold out here. See the March of the First Orders going on out there. Happens every hour on the hour. A lot of fun, especially when you work right here. That's good old Dockside Diner. I know there's stuff in the way. That is that's my location. So it's pretty cool. Really good food. I love the people that I work with so far. So I'm happy about that. I really don't know where I'm gonna head right now. Since the show is going on, I can't really go over towards Tower of Terror, plus I don't have my fast pass till about 5:20. So I'm probably gonna go check out Toy Story Land, which I have yet to see. I've seen a little bit. I've been in the outside of it, I've never been inside of it. So I think I'm gonna stop over there. As you can see, March of the First Order happens every hour. They march down Hollywood Boulevard. And from there, they go on 3 stages that are at the end of Hollywood Boulevard, right next to the Chinese Theater. And they do some combat drills. And then from there, they march all the way back down. It's a lot of fun. All right, what's going on, guys? So we are at the Chinese Theater at Disney's Hollywood Studios, former home to the Great Movie Ride, and is going to be home to the first ever Mickey Mouse attraction, Mickey's Railroad Runaway. So a cool little thing about this is if we walk right over here, sets of handprints that are hers. So late in her life, right before Hollywood Studios opened in 1989, Disney reached out to her and said, hey, we would really like you to come out here, put your hand in concrete and sign your name. When she got here, she was so choked up when she was doing it because this was the first place that asked her to engrave herself into the concrete. Hollywood caught wind of this and reached out to her and said, hey, I think it'd be really awesome if you came to the real Chinese theater and did the same thing that you did over at Hollywood Studios. Back then it was called MGM. And Audrey responded with, my handprints are right where they belong. So it's sort of crazy that such a well-renowned actress only had one chance to put her hands in concrete, as weird as I may say, but to sort of just put herself into immortality here. A little while after she actually imprinted her hands here at Hollywood Studios, she sadly passed away, making these the only original handprints from her during her lifetime. All right, so we're walking into Toy Story Land. This is my first time being here. I'm a big Toy Story fan. Obviously, with a name like Andy, you have to be. So my sisters told me a lot about this area because she actually got to see it right before she left her program last spring. And I was not fortunate enough to be able to make it back down to come see it. So this is actually my first time checking it out, which is weird considering I work in the park, but I just never get a chance to come over to this side because I'm always more near the food and beverage area. See the big Woody tipping his cap. A Slinky coaster, which I'm going to try and get some footage of me on. I don't know how well it will work.
Autograph books, cameras out and ready. Thank you very much.
Good old Buzz, just hanging out, saying hi to the people. Everyone loves Buzz, who couldn't? Toy Story Mania. Just like Buzz over in Magic Kingdom, I'm not very good at this one, but I'm very good at Buzz. So I try and stay away from this. My family loves to go on it, but when you have a competitive family like mine, you don't really want to go on rides that you're not good at, because they talk about it the rest of the day. And there's Woody and his good pal Jesse. Here comes Slinky again. So fun fact, they actually took Slinky's tail completely off the ride. So 80-minute wait. Do we wait for 80 minutes, folks? Let's go check out all of this area and then we'll come back to it. So, yeah, I'm gonna let you guys check everything else out. So they had to take Slinky's tail off the ride. Originally it was on the back, but it came off it because it was a safety hazard. The alien, I call them the alien teacups, but they're not. They're the swirling saucers. So basically this is just like the teacup ride over at Magic Kingdom, only it's a little bit more enjoyable if you're someone like me who does not like to spin around in circles non-stop. So as you can see, this is the edge. It's a 35-minute wait. I would never wait that long for a ride. Then again, that is me being able to come here whenever I really want to. Let's flip this around. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna go wait in line for Slinky. It's only 80 minutes. So it's not that big of a deal. I don't really mind waiting, especially without my roommate here yet. Which, Alex, when you watch this, I don't know, you should get over here sooner versus later because I'm getting bored by myself. But I don't mind it waiting for rides, especially one like Slinky that I haven't gotten to ride yet. And especially working in the park, I want to be able to have a full understanding of all these rides. You know, how cool they are, you know, what's the best feature of them, you know, this and that. I don't think there's a single rider. Let's go up here and see if there's a single rider, because that would be very nice. I doubt there is, just based on the fact that it's such a new ride. Looks like the wait time's 70 minutes. That's not too bad. There you go. This is what you. So that's what you see when you walk right in. Crazy thing is, this is actually the Fast Pass line back here. I think that's crazy. Excuse me. Oh, it's not. It's actually the standby line. Okay, so good to know. Sorry. So it's good to know that they don't have single rider. I didn't really think they would, just based on how the ride is. It's more like a barnstormer in that sense if you've ever been to Disney World. But I'm gonna give it a go. Also today, repping my UC Bearcats. We got a big game coming up. I'm actually going to be going to the game at UCF here soon. I believe it's in 2 weeks. And I'll try and get some footage for while I am there. But for now, guys, I'm going to go wait in line for a while. So right now we're going to walk down Sunset Boulevard. Alex said he should be here within the next 5 to 10 minutes. So finally going to have a friend hang out with here. Let me know in the comments if you guys think I should bring my giant Eeyore that I got yesterday. He's adorable. But if I should bring him to the parks, let him experience what this is like. But, alright. So let's turn the camera around here. This is the view you guys will see when you're leaving the park at night. If you don't go to Fantasmic. If you do go to Fantasmic, there's a little bit of a chance you might see some backstage if you sit in the right section. Just because of how many people are there. We want to get people out safely and as efficiently as possible. So on either side of this main street right here, you're gonna have shops. Over there, Trolley Car Cafe, serving Starbucks coffee and products. It's a really cool area inside of there. It doesn't really feel like a normal Starbucks. It feels like Disney World, which is one thing Disney really strived to do. And over here you have all the shops. So the shop right to my right here, they're more of the high-end stuff, whereas the shop up there is not. So we're gonna take a little detour over here. So you guys probably saw me over here earlier when I was talking about the March of the First Order. This is sort of more like the food area. My favorite restaurant in here is over here. So this is the Hollywood Vine, which is a character buffeteria, cafeteria type thing. I haven't been in there yet. I know my roommates and I are gonna go here soon. And then this right here is my favorite restaurant. If I can zoom in on. So that's the 50s Primetime Diner, where you're just going into the old school grandma's kitchen. You're being served by your friendly cousins, uncles, and aunts. And one little trick, if you do go to that restaurant and you go to the bathroom, remember what color the soap is. Your waiter will ask you, waiter or waitress will ask you what color the soap was. And if you get it wrong, they're going to send you right back to wash your hands. Another little thing is if you do have your elbows on the table, like I unfortunately did just one time. They were on the table for half a second, and unfortunately my waiter was right there. He made me stand up and sing I'm a Little Teacup in front of the entire restaurant. Very embarrassing for me because I did not know the words to I'm a Little Teacup and had to ask for help from another table. So if you are ever in Hollywood Studios and you have time, I would get a reservation because it does book up pretty quickly. But go and stop at the 50s Primetime Cafe. It is delicious. So then right now, I'm walking by our favorite dinosaur, Gertie. That's Gertie right here. Get a good shot of her. And you can see Dockside Diner in the background. That is my home location. So Gertie was actually the first animated character to ever show emotion. To ever have a personality as well. So she is very iconic. She does sell ice cream, but that is only every once in a while, just because it is not exactly the best location. And Oasis, which is right next to Indiana Jones, does sell soft serve ice cream as well. So heading back this way, I'll be honest guys, I am very tired today. I've had the last 2 days off of work, so I forgot to bring my camera. Me and Alex went to Magic Kingdom yesterday. We had a lot of fun. There's also a full bar right next to 50s Primetime Diner, which is cool. I might stop in there when Alex gets here and grab a drink, because I'm sure he's had a long day as well, so I'm sure he would love to have one.